Okay, I don't know what image you're getting there because I have no screen to see. It's just a camera with a lens. Right, let me tell you about this camera. Where am I going? Oh, Asda. Okay. That camera is a Mobius camera and it's a rectangular shaped thing. And that's probably why I look fish-eyed, because it's wide angle. And I didn't get it for this purpose at all. I just thought, oh, I might as well use it while I'm not in CJ's car. Normally it's mounted on a window, you know, a car windscreen window mount. It's like a hook like that, but so thin. And it hooks on the back of CJ's ramp when he's in the car, because there are two states CJ's ramp can be in. We can have it laid flat, that's when he's not in the car at all, or when he's in the car it's upright, parallel, next to the black door, the back door, not black door. So it's just right next to it, in front of it. And that basically, the camera's pointed normally in CJ's car to the traffic behind. So I've got a dash cam here, hanging up, and this camera normally behind me, looking behind. But I just thought, I'll just put it on me disc thing where I normally put my tom-tom and do a car vlog. Yeah, I upgraded my dash cam because I used to use one of them bullet cameras, and my goodness, the time it took me to like figure out how to mount that on the dashboard was in the end I used blue tack. I just stuck it on there, but the image was pretty low down, wasn't that good, and the quality was pants. And just after February, I decided I think I need to upgrade, especially as that footage never revealed very much that would have been useful. It told a story, that footage, but I couldn't glean anything useful from it because the quality was actually that bad. So I decided to upgrade and get a better dash cam. And then, of course, like, you thought, well, you're looking at the front, but what about the back? And then you think, what about the side? But you can go too far, you know, but never mind. I got a back one for CJ's car. I haven't got it mounted. I haven't got a mount for my car to use this in my car. I don't know what you can see at the moment. If I go quiet, I'm thinking, I've got a bit of a headache as well. I woke up feeling really, really tired. My eyes were grainy. It's probably because, like, I woke up during the night with an eyelash in my eye again. But this time I figured out how it happened. I was rubbing my eye. Oh, maybe I was rubbing my eye because I could feel it, and then I woke up rubbing my eye, and then I realised. And it managed to work its way out. It kept blinking and blinking and allowing my eyes to water, do its job. It's a frustrating thing. It was the same eye. It was up here again, the eyelash. I hate large vehicles behind me. This way. And flowers nice. Some flower beds at the side of the road. Very nice. down to Asda and I'm getting myself a new toothbrush. I've ordered the click and collect thing. So I've apparently got a time slot in which to collect it. But yeah, I need a new toothbrush because mine, I've noticed I'm having to start charging it a lot more often now. So rather than have it totally conk out on me, I'd rather get the new one in readiness. I need to get some cling film as well. Remind me to get some cling film. The thing about cling film, right? You can't really buy it in the large quantities. You know, it comes in meters or yards. It's best to buy it in the smaller amount, the smallest amount you can get. Never ever ever buy it in the largest amount of meterage or yardage. And the reason why? Because the box it doesn't last that long and it ends up warping and tearing apart and stuff, so you're better off buying smaller amounts more often. But then some people put their cling film in like a dispenser thing, don't they? Like a dispenser for cling film, Bako foil. What's the other thing called? Oh, kitchen roll. I hope nobody sees me talking to myself. It's just like when you're like at a junction or something and you're like pulling alongside somebody and they see you talking. Do you know it's 40 miles an hour over this bridge, but you know you can never bloody do that. You can only ever manage 30, and that's just because the sheer volume of traffic. It probably doesn't seem like much now, but you know, if I go any faster I'll be into that van in front, so no. Driver in front of me. This bit is 40 miles an hour as well until further down the road. It's not even doing 30. I don't want to intimidate him, and I'm in no rush. Following him. I'm going the same place. When I say him, I just mean it generically as a human being. I don't know if it's male or female. I hope you don't go the same way as me. It's not even doing 20. Same place as me. Oh heck. Well, turning left at this junction, I mean. Go on, turn left again. Go on, turn left again. Nope, he isn't going straight ahead. If he goes straight ahead at the roundabout, I'm going to be like right up his backside all the time. Oh dear. Hopefully he'll go right at the roundabout. I wonder if I'll be able to have a sleep this afternoon when I go home. Because I can't sleep during the day. The only time I sleep during the day is if I'm ill. But I'm really tired. Took me a while to get to sleep last night because I saw something on YouTube and I was really fascinated, and I kept trying, like, replaying over in my mind how it would work if I did something slightly different but on that theme. I was going ahead at the roundabout. Well, he'll be turning off at some point up here, probably the end of the junction, whereas I'm going to Asda, I'll be going off to the left. It's warm, what? 19 degrees Celsius. I should have opened my window, but then you'd never hear me, it'd all be blowing and everything. Go on, you can cross. Where's this person going? If I was with CJ in his car, I'd be parking in the disabled bay here. You going across? No, she's just waiting. But no, I wouldn't do that. Not without CJ, because it's his blue badge, you see. Alright, I'm going to turn you off now. I'm going to put you away. Thank you very much. I will speak with you soon. Take care, everyone. Hi, it's me. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Right, I've just set off a car alarm. See, there's no one else around. Well, there's other people around, but no, not as close as that car as I was. And do you know how I did it? I started my engine. That's it. It was right next to mine. I started my engine, this car alarm started going off. And as I was reversing, I realised it was that car that was right next to me. Okay, that's very sensitive. Anyway, so I bet you've noticed the timestamp is vastly different than it was earlier. Well, I've never done this click and collect before, so the first thing I did was went to customer service. Well, I didn't know, did I? And she said, oh, you've got to go out in the foyer and use the machine for click and collect. So I did, and I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And eventually somebody came to me and said, are you Cheryl, you know? And I went, yes. And oh, right, it's been prepared for you, but I'll just go and get it and bring it down. So I waited and waited and waited. And then he explained when he came back, eventually, the click and collect points that why is that traffic like that? That, crikey. The click and collect points that I was, that's right. There's a lot of traffic there. Sorry, the click and collect point that I was directed to from customer service was actually one which you click and collect it when you do your business on the machine, and then you go out the store, you go in your car, and you go around the back of the store. Well, I didn't know that. But I could have went to the back of the inside of the store. That's where I should have gone if I was, you know, in person, not in the car. Looks like there might have been an accident. That's what that siren was for. Got blue flashing lights here, oh crikey. Anyway, I want to be in the next lane anyway, so what I'll do, I'll start indicating to go over. And he's not going to let me in, he's mean. Person in the Mercedes. I wonder if the white van man will let me in. He will, he's letting me in. Thank you. That's why there's an extraordinary amount of traffic. Okay, I'll be getting that on this camera. Eek. Anyway, so had I known that I should have went to the back of the store inside, or gone to the back of the store on the outside after I did the foyer click and collect machine, I'd have been fine. But they couldn't find me, they wondered where I was, you see, so they decided to go up to the foyer just to have a look. It looks like 3 cars involved. Oh dear, shit, fuck. Someone's having CPR. Oh bloody hell, they're on the road sign on CPR. It might not have been an accident. It might have been a heart attack. Oh my god, somebody's on the roadside having CPR. Oh my god, I've never seen that in real life before. Bloody hell. Let's talk about different things, okay? God, I hope he's okay. No, we'll talk about different things, right? So, that's what I did, and I went around the store, and then I was just taking my time. But mainly the bulk of the time was waiting in the foyer, because they couldn't find me. And you know who I blame for that? The customer service lady, because she should have known where people are supposed to go for click and collect. I mean, if you're a staff member, surely you know. And if you don't know, you ask. So I've never done it before, but at least now I know, and I will tell my husband if he ever does click and collect, he's supposed to drive around the back of the store if he uses the one in the foyer. Otherwise, go to the inside, right at the back. But I don't know where the back is, but he will, because he used to work there when he first came here. I've still got my headache, it's right there. I actually got some paracetamol, because I'm not sure if I've run out. So, and you know, paracetamol, right? I like it, it's fine, but I don't like the caplets, because if you don't swallow it first time, it tastes disgusting. But I prefer the capsules, the little like strange, got a strange feel to them, but you can actually open them out and take out the powder. Yeah, I prefer them. So, because if I don't swallow it the first time, you know, they're fine to hang around in your mouth for a little bit until you can. I also like to take occasionally some ibuprofen, which is the actual brand name's Cuprofen, and they are huge pink tablets. Now, considering sometimes I have difficulty swallowing tablets, why would I go for a big one? Well, this one again, it doesn't have a funny taste in your mouth when you if you don't swallow it the first time. I've got no issue with it. So it's not really the size, it's more like the oh dear, if you accidentally doesn't go down the first time, you've not got the horrible taste in your mouth. So that's what the issue is, and not the size of the tablet. So what have I been doing? Well, yesterday I went to, well, not knit and natter per se at the shop, because that's Thursdays and I can't do that now while CJ's at home. He's at home on Thursdays and Fridays. But what we do throughout the summer, and sometimes the shop shuts anyway, not the shop itself, but the actual groups for some reason. Oh, and sometimes it does shut for a couple of weeks if the owner goes away. So what's the sign say? Okay, she's got a proper sign now. Okay, that's a distraction. Okay, there's a lady who used to have this like fabric sign dangling. She does hypnotherapy, but now she's got like an oval shaped one outside her house. Right, what was I saying? Yes, knit and natter. We went to one of the ladies' houses. Now, I've never been to her house before, but she and another lady started just after Christmas, the group. And the other lady, I've been to her house twice for knit and natter. And because they live directly over the road, when I was messaged on Facebook with one of the other ladies, she said, knit and natter at Jill's house on Monday 10. I went, yes, I'll be there. So no problem. And she never gave me the address. Well, I didn't need it, because I always knew, I was told early on, she lives over the road from Penny. But what made me not made that easy to find, because like you think, oh well, just over the road. Well, which house over the road? Because they're like terraces, they're like terrace houses, they're all joined together in a row. But I knew, because one time I went to Knit and Natter proper, and when I parked in a car park, they were there, because Jill drives, you see. She drives Penny, and Jill's got a very distinctive colour car. And because of the help of Google Street View, when I looked for Penny's house, after she gave me her address, I spotted Jill's car outside her house, but with the number plate all blurred. So I knew exactly where Jill lived, so I didn't need to know the specific address. And even if I was struggling, if I was stuck, I could have gone to Penny's and just said, where is it Jill lives? But there's no issue, it was fine. Now, I'm really looking forward to having a cup of tea. 20 degrees it says in the car now. And I have put, have I? I thought I put the aircon on, I can't feel it. Why can't I feel it? Alright, okay. I was going to say it's not that hot. Watching people working. There's a man painting the wall. It looks like he's painted the outside of the building and now he's painting the wall. It's all going to be the same colour. Actually, he's painting the... Can't he get inside there? It looks like it's one of those walls what you can't... Well, there's no point in that. It surrounds the little house, but there's no in. To get in there you'd have to climb over, but I don't see the point of the wall unless it's to protect it from vehicles should they veer off the road. So I'm thinking, why hasn't he just climbed over that wall and painted it from there rather than leaning over with his roller and painting it that way? He could do his back in. I can imagine that wall being a hot spot, you know, the space behind it for people throwing their empty beer cans over and the rubbish and, you know, the finished McDonald's wrappers and stuff like that. Do you know, it's disgusting what people do. Just don't put things in the bin. Because like when I take CJ to college, well, it's not just college, it can be anywhere I'm driving. You're driving along and somebody's takeaway McDonald's, like the packaging, just dumped at the side of the road, just blown away in the wind. And you think, you dirty, could you take it home and just put it in the bin? How hard is it? I mean, alright, yeah, just stink out your car for the rest of the journey, but, you know, it's not hard. You can air your car, just put the windows down for a bit. My God. And then someone the other week, I can't decide whether they were just ignorant, because if they were local, they had absolutely no excuse for doing what they did. But if they weren't local, they probably didn't know, and they probably thought they'd been tidy. Well, we have, like, a couple of sets of wheelie bins. The black bins are for the general household rubbish, the green bins are for the garden waste, and then we have the boxes for the recycle stuff. Well, the recycle gets put out every single week, the green bins get put out once a fortnight, and that's a subscription, by the way, that's extra on top of like the normal refuse, which is like through your council tax. The black bins are alternated with that. So it was green bin day. And you're not supposed to put regular rubbish in your green bin, it's garden waste only. They never emptied ours one week. Why didn't they empty it? Because somebody had driven by, because we're on the main road, put a McDonald's bag in our bin. Now, if they weren't in the area, they probably didn't realise. They're probably thinking, oh, well, rather than just throwing it out of the car, we'll put it in the bin. But if they were local, they had no excuse and they were just being nasty. Because that's a horrible thing to do. But I don't, you know, if somebody's just walking past and they've got some rubbish to put in the bin, it's only a small amount, you know, fine. Put it in the regular wheelie bin, I don't mind. Because that happened in Middlesbrough, we'd only just got the wheelie bins. And poor Randy came in, Mum, Some kids, some teenagers are putting some rubbish in our wheelie bin. I don't know if it had been collected at the point. I think it might have. And when I looked, it was like just a small sweet wrapper. I went, oh, don't worry about it, because it wasn't like dumping the whole household waste for like 6 weeks worth in the wheelie bin. It was just a sweet wrapper. I said, no, I'd rather they do that rather than just putting it on the floor. That's the best thing to do. You know, keeps the country tidy. And he went, oh, right. So sometimes I don't mind, but really, if it wasn't a local person, they were just ignorant and it was inconvenient for us. But if it was a local person, well, they were just being downright nasty and they shouldn't have done that. I'm sure I've got some yarn that colour. Right, I'm going home. I wonder how our Andy's getting on in America. Still in LA. Usually, like, I send an iMessage to him, like, because after just a little bit of TV at night, we're watching Suits at the moment, we're on season 3, and I'll go to bed and I'll say, night son, and he'll go, night, and he's like 8 hours behind us. I think he said 4 hours. 8 hours behind us. So what time would it be? 11, 1, no, can't even add up, that would be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So he went to VidCon for 3 days. Very busy. A lot of fun. And then he went to Disney, the theme park. I don't know if it's Disneyland or Disney World. The one in LA. He went to that one.